Ex-CIA head Michael Hayden has some suggestions for Europeans after the Brussels attack. He wants you to give up more of your privacy rights. Here we go again. So he said, what you've got are folks in Brussels, the Euro institutions, imposing incredibly high standards with regard to personal privacy at the expense of what the national governments are still expected to do, which is keep their citizens alive. So he goes on to explain in more detail, well, yeah, that's the issue. The issue is, pesky privacy rights. Man, your standards are so high. You actually care about protecting people's privacy rights. Get rid of all that so that the government can keep you safe. All right, that's what I like to call a false dichotomy. That's not true. In fact, in the U.S., they say the same thing after every single incident. They say, give up more of your rights so that we can keep you safe. But wait a second. Like, for example, the Boston bombing. You guys already had a full NSA spying apparatus in place. You weren't able to keep us safe. So the idea that, this will definitely protect you. No, it won't. Either way, you have to do old-fashioned police work, and you should have to do it where you still abide by constitutional rights. They act like without being allowed to spy on everybody, it's just impossible to get anybody. Well, no, there's a system. There's a warrant system set up. It's not like civil libertarians say you could never look into anybody's personal stuff ever. No, they say, you want to do it? Present evidence to an independent third party, a judge, and then they'll give you a warrant or not. And then when they give you the warrant, then you can go ahead and look. But you have to show that there's reason to be suspicious. You can't just, I'm just going to look at everybody for whatever fucking reason I want. So it happens after every single fucking attack. Give up more rights! Give up more rights! And furthermore, we know because the stories have been pouring out about the Brussels attack, they would have been able to get a warrant or whatever the equivalent is in the system in Brussels, in Belgium, because people were warning them that these guys were a problem. So the idea that you need to have a giant spying apparatus take away everybody's rights to stop them when you didn't need that because the stories show you didn't, you just needed people to do their regular security jobs, well, that shows that you're just exploiting this. So, for example, the Turkish government said to the government in Belgium, dude, these guys are a problem. They have criminal records. They were in Syria. We think they're jihadists. We're telling you right now. There's evidence to believe that. And what do? They said, come right in. No problem here. Now, we're also learning that the FBI apparently was on to them, these particular people, and they sent a warning. Well, for fuck's sake. And they said even within the government in Belgium, they're like, yeah, we might have to fire a few people because it appears like some people just weren't doing their job. So you have a system where the right answer is available to do police work. It's not like you can't do police work and you can't look into people who you should be able to look into. That system exists, but Michael Hayden wants to take away all of your rights. And then on the flip side, there's some people who apparently work for these agencies who don't want to do any work at all. So can we be rational about this, and can we uphold people's civil liberties and rights while still doing police work? No, don't throw privacy rights in the garbage because you're scared. It won't work anyway, and it's dumb, and they're not negotiable. And no, don't be somebody in an agency where you get a good tip from an ally. Hey, the jihadists, look out. And you're like, here's the red carpet. Please walk in and have a good day. It's like we're perpetually in the extremes of stupidity here, and nobody's doing the right thing in the middle ground where you protect rights and you do police work and you try your best to prevent attacks.